We have reached the 1999 NBA playoffs, folks. Let's get right into it. We got Knicks, Pacers, Sixers, Wizards, Heat, Cavaliers, Bulls, Hawks, Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets, Kings, Warriors, Sonics, and then 2 versus 7, Spurs. I forgot. Spurs, Suns? I think that's what it was. Heat beat the Cavaliers in that matchup right there. 1-0 series matchup. 1-0 series lead for the Heat. Jesus Christ. All right. Sixers, Wizards. Looking like a Sixers win there. So we got a 1-0 series lead for the Sixers in the playoffs the first time since I think 1992, 91, 92, 93, 92. Or maybe 90, 91. I can't remember. Warriors, Sonics. This one is not going to be close. Sonics beat the Warriors 112-99, so the Sonics have a 1-0 lead versus Warriors. Kings, Nuggets. Kings off to a nice start there. Perhaps this is a jump. Can we do it? I think we can. 85-82. I think we can arrange this. So let's get right into brass tacks here. 5 minutes up to go in the game. Christian Laettner back to basket, turns around, makes that dunk. It's tied game now at 85 with 3.5 left to go. Bob Shura passing it to Sabonis, who misses the jumper right there. Chris Morris with the rebound. We got a full house here in Denver. There's a missed three. Dikembe Mutombo is going to miss the shot there, get his own putback. 87-85. Arvydas Sabonis driving, passing it to Bob Shura, who makes that long two, tying the game back up. Here we have Thunder Dan. Thunder Dan driving. He's a free agent after the season, and he's unhappy. He might not be on the team next year. Interesting. Mookie Blaylock, meanwhile, is going to make this a... Mutombo will make this a 4-point game. And that'll be it. 94-87 was the final score. Nuggets win the match. Win game 1, 24-15 for Mutombo. B.J. Armstrong had a quiet 22. We didn't see him out there, but I guess he was out there. Hornacek had 13. And let us move on. What do we got next? We got Hawks, Bulls up next. Bulls up big to start. Hawks aren't going to catch up. The young upstart Hawks team can't quite catch up. 109-99. Final score there. I think that said Michael Jordan had 40 points. The old man is still getting it done. Now we have the Knicks versus the Pacers. Knicks were off to a pretty big hot start, but the Pacers have caught up. The Pacers have caught up. Let's jump into this one. 84-80. 3.5 left to go. We're in Madison Square Garden, of course. And we got Eric Dampier with the putback for the Pacers. Michael Williams passing it to Karl Malone, who's going to make this basket right here. 85-85 is the score with 2 minutes left to go. Isaiah Thomas to John Starks. That three is good. 3-point lead for the Knicks. Michael Williams, top of the key. Passing it to Mitch Richmond, to Dampier. Steal. Here's the steal. Latrell Sprewell to John Starks, to Mason for the basket there. It's a 5-point lead. It's a 7-point win for the Knicks. 92-85 would be the final score there. 20 points and 7 assists for Latrell Sprewell in the victory. So the Knicks, the 1-seed Knicks, no upset here, not in this game anyway. Spurs, Suns. Let's check this out now. This is the 2-7 matchup. Suns quietly had a pretty nice year. We saw a few of their games, but when you look at their roster, nothing really jumps out at you other than Sean Elliott maybe. But the Spurs do win this game, 105-83. Of course, the Spurs. The Suns also have Sam Cassell and Theo Ratliff. Clippers, Lakers. Let's check this out. 90-85 after that jump shot for the Clippers. And now we have Robert Horry with the miss. Oliver Miller with the make. This is Kobe Bryant's first ever playoff game, folks. Terrell Brandon with the 3 there. Kobe, let's see how he looks. Makes that basket. Hey, am I wrong? I'm pretty sure it's his first. I don't think he made the playoffs his first 2 seasons as a Laker. So here's Kobe with the alley-oop to Shaq. 94-93. Jim Jackson's going to miss that shot. Rebound, Robert Horry. 2.5 left to go in the game. Kobe Bryant is going to drive, spin, make the basket there. 96-93. Just about 90 seconds left to go. Kenny the Jet Smith dribbling, passing it to Shaq, who makes that basket there. For some reason, Brandon was covering him. That's not a good idea. Guarding him, I should say. Terrell Brandon, though. Can he make a basket here? Yes, he can. 3-point deficit. Clippers trying to crawl back into this one with 55 seconds left to go. And Brandon does make that 3. Clutch shot. 98-98. 13 seconds left to go. Jim Jackson, as time winds down. Chris Webber calling for the ball. Jim Jackson ignores the call. Peja Stojakovic for 3. No, we're going to overtime. Game 1 in LA. Let's go. LA versus LA. James Worthy still kicking it for the Lakers. Passing it to Shaq, who makes that basket right there. Now here come the Lakers yet again. Kobe to, what was that? Kenny J. Smith, I think. And then Shaq makes the basket there. 102-98. Terrell Brandon makes that shot. I can't never quite get it right. And then there's another shot for the Lakers. We got Shaq at the free throw line. He's going to miss that free throw. 105-102. Almost a steal. But the Clippers get it back, and Brandon's going to make that layup right there. 105-104. Shaq guarded by Divac. That is what you want, but you don't actually want that. So, yeah. 3-point lead now for the Lakers. We got Kenny the Jet Smith. Jab stepping. Ball makes its way to James Worthy. Here's the screen. Here's the dunk. It's a 5-point lead, and it's a victory for the Lakers. 112-106. 38 points for Kobe in his debut in the playoffs. 30 for Vlade Divac. And that's might be an interesting shot there somewhere. The right angle. Maybe not that one. Maybe this one. Maybe Kobe. Kobe's maybe we'll go with that one. But let us check out. Well, let's simcast Heat Cavs, and this one is a blowout and a half. Good Lord, 112-70. The Heat win. I don't know what's going on with the Cavs. They're falling apart. They really fell apart this season. Meanwhile, Wizards 76ers. Looks like the Wizards are fighting back a bit. John Stockton and his crew win that game. So that's a 1-1 series tie. Sonics Warriors. Let's go back to this one. Be nice to jump into one of these things. And it looks like, though, the Warriors will come away with the victory here. 114-92 is the final score there. That's a 1-1 series tie. There's Thunder Dan and the Nuggets. Here's a missed shot there. I think that was Morris with the missed shot. 78-75. 112 left to go. We got Bob Shura holding the ball, passing it to Sabonis. Now Sabonis, not quite as nimble, not quite as fast as he used to be, but still drawing fouls. He's still doing the thing that he likes to do. Still playing like a guard. At least in the sim, that's how he plays. 78-76 now for that missed free throw. 55 seconds left to go, and there's a steal. Bob Shura handling the ball for the Kings now. Sabonis back to Shura to B.J. Armstrong. Armstrong to Sabonis in the paint. Sabonis versus Dikembe Mutombo. That's a missed shot. And Mutombo gets the rebound. The Nuggets just might be able to seal this game. They likely will now with some free throws. Mookie Blaylock is going to make that one. And that should be all she wrote. 85-80 is the final score. 20 for Leitner, 29 and 14 for Sabonis. Maybe we have something worth looking at here. How many times we're going to see Sabonis in the playoffs, right? I mean, maybe I don't know if we're going to get a thumbnail for Sabonis, though. Sometimes 2K doesn't give me what I want. And I wanted a Sabonis thumbnail, and I'm not going to get it. So, oh well. But we're looking at Hawks Bulls now. We're finally getting to see this matchup. Duncan gets fouled. Tim Duncan's debut in the playoffs. Allen Iverson's debut in the playoffs. Hell yeah. Tim Duncan making another basket there. 71-65. Low scoring affair. I love it. Love seeing that. Jason Williams making that shot. Just because it fits the era. You know, it makes sense for the era. This is what it was like, you know. 71-69. And we got Bonzi Wells out there. How about that? Passing it to Tim Duncan. Double teamed. Allen Iverson, corner three. No, but Tim Duncan does throw down the jam. 73-69. Dino Raja making that basket for the Hawks. 75-69 now. We got Allen Iverson. Can't make that basket, but Tim Duncan stepping up. He's stepping up in the playoffs. Playoff Duncan. Playoff Tim, but Michael Jordan, of course, he can heat it up in the playoffs as well. 8-point lead, though, for the Hawks with 2:14 left to go. You got Ron Harper making that shot for the Bulls. And here is Allen Iverson missing. Sanders with the rebound. The Bulls with the jam there. Michael Jordan. 4-point game. Hold up. Here's a dunk for the Hawks right there. Dino Raja. Now we got Ron Harper. Shot clock about to expire. Jordan with the dunk there. 4-point game. Allen Iverson's going to make it a 6-point game with that jumper. And the Hawks will prevail. 85-77. The Hawks, the young upstart Hawks, do win and tie the series. Very interesting. We've seen the Bulls dispose of opponents quite mercilessly in the playoffs, so interesting how that's unfolding. Pacers, Knicks, meanwhile, that's going to be a 1-1 series tie, 112-109. It was not competitive until the very, very end, and I missed my chance to jump in, but that's okay. Suns, Spurs? Let's see here. Doesn't look like this is going to be jump-worthy at all. 97-74. 2-0 series lead for the Spurs. Clippers, Lakers. It'd be fun to jump into one of these games because I'd like to see a rivalry brewing with these two teams, right? But not this time around. 114-100 is the final score there. Oh, I mean, the Clippers win. That is pretty interesting. It's tying the series up, so something to look out for. Meanwhile, we're checking out Heat, Cavaliers. Cavaliers have to win this game or they are eliminated. Eliminated. Here's KJ to Dale Davis for the dunk. 102-95. Rodney Rogers passing it to Gary Payton for the miss. PJ Brown with the putback right there. It's a 5-point lead now for the Cavaliers, and we got a basket for Alonzo Mourning. 102-99. Detlef Schrempf making that basket. 5-point lead. Check out a replay of the German doing his thing, inspiring Dirk Nowitzki, who's watching this game at home. And we got Reggie Miller making that basket for the Cavaliers, 106-99. KJ, 85 seconds left. Here's a pass, a great pass to Dale Davis for the dunk there. And I think it's safe to say this game is over, 109-103. Reggie played well, Mourning played well. And we are going to check out Sixers Wizards. So let's do that. Wizards off to a big lead early on in this game, and that's going to carry over to the rest of the game. 173 is the final score there. So a 2-1 series lead for the Wizards. The Sixers, the first time in the playoffs for a long time. A lot of inexperience. Andy Manning has had he's experienced, but the rest of the team not as much. So the lack of experience compared to the Wizards, it's really showing. Now we're going to be checking out Warriors Sonics, and this game won't be close. 190, not that close anyway. 2-1 series lead there for the Warriors. 37 points for Shawn Kemp, and the loss, unfortunately, all those points doesn't add up to a win. Just it's a shame. Nuggets Kings now. Are we going to get a sweep here? I'm smelling a sweep. I'm smelling a Kings sweep. Good Lord. That's tough. That's tough for the Kings to go out that way. They get swept by the Nuggets. The Nuggets, hey, they were in the conference finals last year. They're a pretty good team now. They're a pretty good playoff team at this point. You got to respect the Nuggets now. The Hawks, the Bulls. The Hawks are up big. Oh, wow. Wow. The Hawks beat the Bulls 115-102. That's a 2-1 series lead. The Bulls are a game away from elimination. Knicks Pacers, meanwhile. Looks like the Knicks might be able to take this game, make it a 2-1 series lead for New York. And now we are moving along, guys. We are just at a breakneck pace here. As the Spurs will beat the Suns here. Did the Suns win a game? I don't think they did, right? Yeah, that's a sweep. We didn't get to watch any of that. It sucks. I'd like to be able to see as many of these series as possible, but sometimes it's just not possible. Lakers Clippers. Probably not a jump here. Nope, because the Lakers will win that one 106-86. That's a 2-1 series lead for the Lakers. And now we're going to be checking out Heat Cavaliers 93-90. Less than 6 minutes left to go. Dennis Scott, long two, makes the shot. Now we got Gary Payton with Alonzo Mourning with the screen. Here's Gary Payton with the jumper there. 95-92. 3D Scott with that jumper again. 5-point lead for the Cavaliers, who won the last game. But again, they're facing elimination. There's a made shot there for Clifford Robinson. And then a made shot there for Reggie Miller. 99-94. Alonzo Mourning. Here he is with the made shot there. It's a 3-point lead for the Cavaliers. We got Alonzo missing. P.J. Brown with the dunk there. We're seeing P.J. Brown get buckets more often these days. A lot of them are off rebounds, but still, it's better than nothing. We got 3D Scott again. Another jumper. 101-98. Alonzo. Let's see how he does here. Dunking the ball. Confusing his defender. 101-100. Could this be it for the Cavaliers? The Miami Heat are hot on their tail. KJ misses, but John Williams makes that basket for the Cavaliers. And here is 3D Scott with that basket there. 105-102. Can the Heat tie this game? Gary Payton isn't able to do that. And probably an intentional foul coming. Reggie Miller for three. No, but Dale Davis with the putback. And the Cavaliers are going to tie this series. I swear to God, guys. The Heat are doing it again. Other than 1997, they made the conference finals that year. But other than that year, it's been a pretty bad tale for the Heat. A lot of first round exits and they've had a lot of teams that have been, really good. Not really, not teams that you would think would go out in the first round. So it's an interesting theme that's been going on in this sim. This Heat squad with Gary Payton and Alonzo Mourning continuing to disappoint. Meanwhile, Sonics tie up the series with Golden State. The Sixers tied up the series with the Wizards. And will the Bulls... I didn't think they would let the Hawks take them in 4 games. 97-79, so that's a tied series. That's going to a Game 5. We got quite a lot of Game 5s. Knicks Pacers? Are we going to get a Game 5 here? Oh, we might. We might. But the Knicks have come back. And the Knicks will win. Okay, so the Knicks will eliminate the Pacers to make it to the round 1. But that's the only East team to make it to round 2 so far. Now let's check out Lakers Clippers. Again, it'd be great to check out another Clippers Lakers game, but that might not happen because the Lakers have a pretty commanding lead. So the Clippers are eliminated. You got to see at least one. We got to see at least one game, and it did go into overtime, so we can't be too sad about that. We just have to hope that the Clippers continue to improve over the years and get to really make that rivalry pop. Meanwhile, the Cavaliers, you have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. The Heat were up 2-0, and they've been eliminated. How many times have we seen them do this or some version of this? So the Cavaliers have made it to round 2. And now we're finally, it's been a while. I think we jumped into one of these games. Or maybe, I'm not sure actually. But Washington, Philadelphia, Reggie Lewis with the 3 there. So we're at game 5 here. John Stockton passing it to Len Bias, to Reggie Lewis. Lewis, shot clock winding down. Misses the jumper. And here's a rebound. Big dog going the other way. Makes the layup, draws the foul. Philly crowd is excited. 5-point lead. Reggie Lewis now with a 3. He can't get that to fall. Marcus Camby gets the rebound. And that's it. The 76ers are moving on to round 2. Unbelievable. John Stockton, by the way, I'm sad to announce, is going to retire. This is it for John Stockton. I'll show you the player profile. Maybe I show you now or a little bit later, but this would turn out to be John Stockton's final game, and we salute him. He had a hell of a career. I'm surprised he's retiring this early. Of course, in real life, he retired around 2003. But to be honest, I think it is time for the Wizards to move on. They've they had their peaks, but they've kind of been stagnant for a couple of years. And he's had a hell of a career. Didn't quite have the kind of career he did in real life in Utah, but still, he's going out at 94 overall. High assist career totals, et cetera, et cetera. So I think it's a good time for him to bow out while he's still really good. I think it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool that it's actually going out like that. We saw what happened to Larry Bird in this sim. As we check out the total points, I think Stockton's down here a little, pretty low, but I think he is here. There he is. So he's 92 in total points. And I glossed over Magic Johnson, but if you have a keen eye, you can go back and see where Magic Johnson is in the total points category. Meanwhile, 3-pointers made, John Stockton is at 9. So top 10 and 3-pointers made. I don't think he is in free throws. I don't think he'd be there. But John Stockton, number 1 in assists. That's big. Number 1. Steals, Isaiah Thomas. We're going to get into Isaiah Thomas a little bit later. But and then minutes, 14. So 14 in minutes, turnovers, top 5, But, so Godspeed to John Stockton. That is it for him. What a career. We'll talk about him more during the offseason. But there's a dunk by Shawn Kemp. We are watching Sonics Warriors. We got Jason Kidd with that jumper right there. 92-88. Missed shot there. Shawn Kemp makes that basket for the Sonics. Now we have, I think that's Dumas with that missed shot. Rick Smits gets the basket though. 94-92. Shawn Kemp again. He will not be denied. He is not going to let his team lose in the first round or so. He thinks. We'll see. Here's a dunk by him. 98-94. The Sonics do have a full point lead. Here's a 6-point lead for them after that layup by Abdul Rauf. But Jason Kidd, he has other plans. He doesn't want to go out in the first round either. Jason Kidd making that 3 for the Warriors 3-point game. How about Allen Houston with the dunk right there? All of a sudden, 189. We have a missed free throw for the Sonics. Jason Kidd taking the ball up court. And a dunk by Horace Grant, tying the game up at 101. 14 seconds left to go. Are we going to get overtime here? Let's see what ends up happening. Abdul Rauf passing it to Shawn Kemp. Shawn Kemp, time expiring, makes the basket. Series clinched for the Sonics. That's how he does it. As time expires, Shawn Kemp, this might be the first time in this sim that we saw a game winner to clinch the series. Actually, no, I don't think I'm right. I think we had the Knicks do that in the 80s, but wow, what a way to win. And it's an upset. 6-seed Sonics beating the 3-seed Warriors, but of course, we know this makes sense. This makes sense because they started out so hot. They were like 19-2 to start the season. They cooled off a bit, but they always had a killer mentality. There was always, they made the finals last year, so I think this totally makes sense that they would come out and beat the Warriors like this. 34 points and 23 rebounds for Shawn Kemp. He is playing like a man possessed in these playoffs. You gotta appreciate it, especially when you know that in real life this is like when his career started to wind down at this time. And yet in this sim, he's like getting better, which I think that's awesome. And I think he might have stolen the limelight. I can't remember who was I gonna pick for the thumbnail. Kobe maybe. I think Shawn Kemp deserves it. I think he deserves to be in the thumbnail now. He basically carried his team to the victory in this game, and they're gonna go to round 2 against the Spurs, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I think that is true. And and we also have Lakers Nuggets in the other matchup. Very interesting round 2 in the West. Lakers Nuggets, Sonics, Spurs. So that is something to monitor for sure, and we will do that later in this video. Meanwhile, Bulls Hawks. It was a valiant effort. Yeah. It was a valiant effort, but the Hawks can't quite seal the deal. But man, there was a scare there. There was a scare. Bulls do win that game. Take a 3-2 series lead. So we got Bulls, Cavaliers, Knicks, Sixers in the East. Let's go right into it. We're not stopping. We got to get this done. We got to get the 90s done, damn it. We're going to get through 2 rounds today. I normally wouldn't do this, but I'm trying to get the 90s done, so we got to do this. We got to keep going. I used to do this in the 80s. I did this a couple of times, but I like slowing it down, but now we got to speed it up to finish the 90s. Spurs beat the Sonics in Game 1 of that series in Round 2, Conference Semis. Meanwhile, Bulls, Cavaliers, how about a jump shot there? Jeff Sanders, I believe, making that shot. Reggie Miller making that jumper for the Cavaliers. 85-84. Reggie, can he be clutch? Can he take down the Bulls? Del Davis makes that basket for the Cavaliers after the rebound. And Michael Jordan fires back with the basket there. Here's Michael Jordan again. Passing to Jason Williams, who gets the jam. 88-87, 4:20 left to go. Reggie Miller with the jumper from the baseline. There's a back and forth affair. How about a dunk by Michael Jordan? Looking fabulous out there. Ron Harper missing. Del Davis with the rebound. To 4-point lead for Chicago. Got Reggie Miller with the pull-up 3. You gotta love that shit. Gotta love it. Michael Jordan, meanwhile, with the jumper there. 3-point lead for the Bulls. Close game. Jason Williams, some wild dunks in this game. Check this out. Where's this in the freaking slam dunk contest? What the hell? Meanwhile, we got Del Davis. I think there's a block there. We got KJ now handling the ball. Here he is for a 3. Can't quite get that to fall. And the Bulls have a chance to make this, they have a chance to put it away. Jason Williams makes that shot. that might do it. Yeah, I think we can call it a night on this game. 106-92 final score. The Cavaliers, the final score doesn't quite indicate how close that game was. It was a back and forth affair for a long time, and then the Bulls pulled away. So, Lakers Nuggets. This could be interesting. Matt, Dikembe Mutombo versus Shaq. But in this particular game, Lakers do beat the Nuggets. 1-0 series lead for the Lakers there. 76ers Knicks. I feel like they never play each other in the playoffs, right? This feels like a rare thing, Sixers Knicks. I think we had it in the sim, but particularly in the late 90s or 2000s, I don't think we've ever had this. So that's kind of interesting to see these two teams collide. Sixers do win game 1 there. That's a 1-0 series lead for the Sixers. Meanwhile, got David Robinson making that shot for San Antonio. 74-73. How about a made jumper there for Seattle? Bruce Bowen. 75-74. David Robinson with that basket right there. Petrovic misses the jumper. Rick Smits with the basket there. 77-76. We got Tim Hardaway with the bucket. All right, sir. And Abdul Ralph not doing too hot from the field. Let's see if he can regain his mojo. He passed to Shawn Kemp, who makes that basket. So it's a 1-point lead for Seattle. Here's another rebound for Shawn Kemp. Gonna pass it to Petrovic. Petrovic throwing up the alley-oop to Shawn Kemp, and I just realized we haven't had a botched alley-oop yet, have we? Not one in this video. Here's a dunk by Dennis Rodman. Shawn Kemp, meanwhile, makes that shot. You know, it's the playoffs. No botched alley-oops is for the regular season, right? That's the attitude. Tim Hardaway makes that shot for San Antonio, 84-83. 2:15 left, and Timmy with the layup there for San Antonio. Abdul Ralph fires back with the jumper. So it's 1:15 left to go. 1-point lead for San Antonio. David Robinson with a dunk right there. The MVP of the league is going to seal it for the Spurs. And I got to charge my battery. Oh, shit. I got to charge the battery of my PS5 controller. I don't know anyone who has a PS5 watching this, but, fuck. Did I just make a bunch of noise? Okay, we're good. Cavaliers beat the Bulls game 2 there. It's a 1-1 series tie. Nuggets, Lakers. Can we get a series tie here as well? Nuggets say maybe. Okay, 93-87 final score there. So a couple 1-1 series ties. 2-0 series tie for 2-0 series lead for the Spurs against the Sonics. Now let's check out Knicks 76ers, and the Knicks will win this game convincingly. 120-89. So the only series that isn't tied is this one. Bruce Bowen is going to miss that three. Shawn Kemp with the dunk. We're in the Freaky Key Arena. Everyone wearing... Now it's really insane. It's like a blackout. Actually, now, when it's full like that, it actually looks pretty cool. Everyone coordinates, wear black. Even though it doesn't quite make sense. Not whatever. Anyway, Rick Smits with that basket there. 198 is the score. Here's a steal. David Robinson passing it to Doug Christie, who stops on a dime, misses the jumper. Derek McKee, meanwhile, makes that layup. So it's a tie game at 100. And we got Bruce Bowen and Shawn Kemp with the jumper there. 102-100 now is the score. Dennis Rodman put back City. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf with the jumper. That's good. 104-102. Here's an alley-oop to Shawn Kemp. 106-102. The Seattle Supersonics, they are not going to go out like a bunch of bitches. All right? They're not going to do that. All right? Shawn Kemp doesn't make a game winner just to get swept by the Spurs in the next round. That ain't going to happen. Meanwhile, here's a nice shot of Abdul-Rauf, but we already know. First of all, I wasn't really thinking ahead when I did that. I'm not going to have a screenshot that basically is a spoiler, with a Spur in the background, Sonics and Spurs. So we're not going to go with that. Steve Kerr. Can't make that three. And there's a steal. And we are watching Cavaliers Bulls Game 3 in Cleveland. my mind went blank. Good God. 81-79. Scottie Pippen with the layup there, tying the game up. Detlef Schrempf passes it to 3D Scott for 3. 84-81. Ron Harper waiting. Makes it 3 right there. Tie game at 84. KJ to Detlef Schrempf. Makes the layup. Cavaliers fighting. But the Bulls are fighting a little bit harder, maybe. Jason Williams with that bucket right there. 86-86. How about another made shot there for the Cavaliers? That was Detlef Schrempf again. We got Pippen with the jumper, and I'm noticing Michael Jordan isn't out there. That's not right. Michael Jordan isn't out there. Or is he out there now? Layup there for KJ. I think he is out there now. I'm hoping. And there's a dunk for the Cavaliers. 92-90 is the score now. Detlef Schrempf misses. Ron Harper with the rebound. Here come the Cavaliers hurrying up. Or I mean, no, the Bulls. The Bulls trying to tie this game. Ron Harper can't do that. There's an intentional foul. And there's a free throw. And no, okay. The Bulls have a chance to tie this game. Let's see if they could do that. Michael Jordan. We know what he can do. We know what he's capable of. Michael Jordan passing it to Scottie Pippen for 3. Michael Jordan passing the ball in crunch time like that. Gotta make you wonder. You know, there's rumors. There's rumors coming out of Chicago that the Bulls might break up. This might be the last year of the Bulls. And maybe there's some animosity, tension, I don't know what. But Jordan saying, you know what, Pippen? You make this final shot. You think you're hot shit? You make the final shot. Pippen's like, oh, throws it up there, misses. Wow. And then in the locker room afterwards, rumors where Jordan was saying, like, he was talking all kinds of shit to Pippen. It's really sad. Lakers, Nuggets, we got a victory there. Lakers, it's a 2-1 series lead, right? Yes, okay. So that's not a 3-0. We have no 3-0s. That's awesome. Let's move on to Knicks, Sixers. And I know eventually we jump into one of these games, but it might not be this one because this one is a blowout. Sixers do win this one, 104-98. Got a little bit competitive towards the end there. So that's a 2-1 series lead. Man, we got some pretty good matchups here. Sonic Spurs. Sonics up big. Really big. 107-86. Final score there. So that's a 2-2 series lead. And we're going to get some Game 7s. And we might. Back to Bulls Cavaliers. Let's do this. We got Ron Harper to Scottie Pippen with a dunk there. 85-84. Reggie Miller misses. Dale Davis with the dunk. 3-point lead for the Cavs. Ron Harper to Jason Williams. 87-86. Harper again. Handling the ball. Missing the shot. Jason Williams, though, gets the putback. 88-87. Reggie Miller with the jumper there. It's a 1-point lead for the Cavaliers. Scottie Pippen to Jason Williams for the dunk. 90-89. Kevin Johnson will make that shot off glass. 1-point lead for the Cavaliers. Scottie Pippen at the wing. Blowing past Detlef Schrempf for the dunk there. So the Cavaliers regained the lead. KJ, though, is going to make that 3. Looking good. 2-point lead now, but Jordan ties it up. 95-94. 3:40 left to go. Jordan with the jumper. 96-95. 3 minutes left to go. Jordan again taking matters into his own hands, trying to win this game. He just can't help it. He's too competitive. Can't help but try to win this game. Not going to pass to Pippen probably this time around. 98-95, 130 left to go. KJ to Dale Davis for the dunk there. Dale Davis dunks. Michael Jordan, meanwhile, turns around, makes another shot. Man, he is feeling it. 101-97 now. 41 seconds left to go. How about Detlef Schrempf passing it to Williams for the dunk? 101-99. Here's an alley-oop to Michael Jordan that looked like a possible botch alley-oop, but nope. Didn't turn out that way. 42 points for Michael Jordan in the victory. So we got a 2-2 series tie. 27 for Pippen. 20 and 13 for Jason Williams. Overall, nice team effort. Chuck Persons on the Bulls too, by the way. Steve Kerr had a quiet game. Ron Harper had made 0 points, but I guess he had 9 assists. And he must have played some good defense. I'm assuming because they won. So, how about Kenny the Jet Smith to Kobe, making that 3. 94-85. 4:15 left to go. Kenny the Jet Smith passing it to Kobe, who misses, gets his own rebound, passes it to Shaq, who makes that bucket. 11-point game already. Game already kind of getting out of hand. We got Thunder Dan making that shot over Kenny the Jet Smith. 96-87. Kobe guarded by Mookie. Triple team. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. 98-87 now. How about a dunk by Shaq with authority? 189 is final score there. 37 for Kobe, the 20-year-old. Really showing out in the playoffs. You got to appreciate that. And again, I didn't realize I was going to put these rounds in one video. So again, it doesn't make any sense to do any thumbnail from this game, because it would be a spoiler, and I don't want to do a spoiler. You know, I want people to be surprised. I mean, I'm sure some of you guys jump ahead, like I would. Right now, if I heard me talking, I probably would skip to the next chapter or whatever, but I have to live myself. You get to skip through the video. You don't have to hear me the entire freaking time. And you know what? I envy you. I envy you. That's why I put the chapters there, because I want you to not have to deal with me if you don't want to, right? So, meanwhile, Mookie Blaylock, it's a nice look at him. I don't know what I'm trying to do here, but okay, there we go. There we go. Let's see what are we going to do next. Finally jumping into Knicks Sixers. Patrick Ewing making that basket for New York. It's a 78-74 lead for the Knicks at this point. How about Mark Jackson making a shot there for the Knicks? 80-74. Patrick Ewing against Campy. He makes that shot. 82-74. I don't have to keep saying the score. I don't know why I keep doing that. 82. I was going to say it again. 5.5 minutes left to go. Isaiah Thomas to Latrell to Patrick Ewing. Makes that shot over Marcus Camby. And that game, not really close, but we got to see a little bit of it at least. 35 for Patrick Ewing, who's playing like his old self. Like the clock went back a couple of years, and he's playing lights out. Seattle versus San Antonio. And we got Shawn Kemp missing. It's a 5-point lead for the Sonics. The Spurs have to do something quick with 52 seconds left to go. How about Tim Hardaway passing it to David Robinson, guarded by Rick Spitz. Robinson can't make that shot, and there's a foul, and the Sonics will win this game, turns out. So this was a 2-0 series lead for the Spurs, but the tide is turning. I believe now it is a tied series? No, wait, would it be 3-2? We'll see in a minute, but 29 points for Tim Hardaway. And, yeah, okay. 3-2 series lead for the Sonics. 3-2 series lead. Okay. So that is good to know moving forward. Meanwhile, this is a 2-2 series tied, right? We got a made shot. There's a Chuck Person with that 3. 89-86. 6 minutes left to go. Scottie Pippen? That might have been Jason Williams, actually. Man, can't you tell I need a vacation from these videos? Scottie Pippen with a steal! A steal! And a dunk right there for the Bulls. 93-86. Detlef Schrempf misses. There's a made shot there for the Cavaliers. 5-point lead. Ron Harper makes that basket for the Bulls. And how about a 3 for KJ Johnson? No good. Rebound Bulls. Ron Harper going the other way to Steve Kerr for the layup. And that could be it. Yeah, that's going to be it. The Bulls will win this game. Final score is going to be 111-98. And, okay, Nuggets-Lakers. So I think that's a 3-2 series lead for the Bulls. And now we're checking out Lakers. I think Lakers are going to the conference finals, folks. It's looking quite apparent that that's gonna happen. Yep. Doesn't look like the Nuggets are going to be able to catch up. So just like that, year 1 of Shaq and Kobe, and they're in the conference finals. As I wait for that loud truck to pass by my street. Okay. Sixers, Knicks. This is looking like a win for the 76ers. So that's a 3-2 series lead for the Sixers. The Sixers are 1 game away from making the conference finals. After years of not making the playoffs at all, here they are almost in the conference finals. It's pretty crazy. So, Sonic Spurs need to win this game. You know, it would be quite a shock if the 2-seed Spurs with Dennis Rodman and MVP David Robinson lose this game. We want people to jump either. This game is not going to be close. The Spurs have been eliminated. The Spurs. I had high expectations for the Spurs. And they go out in round 2. I don't even know if we've seen them in the conference finals in the David Robinson era. It's kind of... There is concern here, you know? The David Robinson Spurs not living up to the hype, you know? Overall, I thought we'd at least see him in the finals once or twice, or maybe even win the finals. But we're checking out Bulls, Cavaliers. Let's see if the Bulls will seal the deal, win the series, or if the Cavaliers have some fight left in them. We got Scottie Pippen passing it to Steve Kerr, making that shot for the Bulls, 85-77. KJ passing to Reggie Miller. Shot contested. Dale Davis, though, makes that dunk. 85-79. Scottie Pippen, shot clock expiring, makes that shot for the Bulls, 8-point lead. KJ can't make that shot. Rebound Bulls. Steve Kerr handling the ball. And he's going to pass it to Chuck Person, who makes that shot. Man, we got some of the B squad out there. Okay, now the A squad is out there. Looks like Reggie Miller, guarded by Jordan, pass it to KJ, who will miss that shot. And the Bulls, looks like they're cleaning this one up. They're cleaning up the series. Were they down 2-1? I think they were down 2-1. And they've woken up. And it looks like they will win this series. 94-84 is the final score here. 30 points for Michael Jordan in the series. Clinching win. How about New York, Philadelphia? Can the Philadelphia 76ers make it to the conference finals for the first time since, I don't even know. Was it 1985? I think so. Here's Patrick Ewing missing. Rebound. Sixers. Glenn Big Dog Robinson. It's kind of crazy. This team, I mean, they have a lot of good players. You know, maybe not one eye-popping player, as Eddie Jones makes a shot, but a lot of really solid dudes on this team. Really solid. So, not that much of a surprise that they're making it this far. And now here's John Starks, though, to Anthony Mason, who misses the shot. Ugh, didn't look great. Didn't look great at all. Big Dog Robinson makes that shot for the 76ers. 10-point lead. So I feel like feels like we both know where this is going. Ewing can't make that shot, guys. Damn. Sixers. They might do this thing. They're gonna do this thing. Let's face it. You know, after, like I said, not making the playoffs all those years, and now they're looking at a possible conference finals appearance. Here is Eddie Jones for 3. That will do it. Yep, stick a fork in the Knicks, the 1 seed Knicks. In real life, they were the 8 seed. You know, nobody believed in them and they made it to the finals. This time they were the 1 seed. And maybe they were a little, maybe they didn't take it seriously enough, you know? Obviously, also that team was a bit different than this team, so. But yeah, the Sixers make it to the conference finals for the first time since 1985. Pretty crazy, and they're going to be facing the Bulls. Yes, they will. Okay, so we got Bulls, Sixers in the East. We got Lakers, Supersonics in the West. That's going to be a fun conference finals. Can't wait to show you that in the next episode, which is dropping tomorrow. So this episode dropped Friday. If it's Saturday, the next episode is already up, most likely. So check it out if you can. Meanwhile, let's say goodbye to Isaiah Thomas in a New York jersey. I didn't get a good screenshot of him during a game, so here he is at practice with the guys. Goodbye, Isaiah Thomas, in a New York Knicks practice jersey. He had a weird. That was a weird end to his career, for sure. But Godspeed to you, Isaiah Thomas. He had a great career, won a championship, obviously a Hall of Famer, and we'll get into that more after the finals. But yeah, hell of a career, him and John Stockton, and they're both gone. Two big time point guards are both retiring in the same year. So that's a hell of a thing. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And the conference finals, man, that's tomorrow, or it's already out. And then we got the 99 finals right after that. So that's it. Goodbye.